Hi there, I'm Adam De Silva and welcome to the Anolon Academy, brought to you by Anolon Cookware. In this series of masterclasses, I'll share my tips and tricks to help you sharpen your skills in the kitchen and ultimately become a better chef. So now I'm going to teach you how to do the perfect tempura in this Endurance Plus wok. It is fantastic wok because not only it is great for deep frying in it, you actually can pick it up because the handles are heat proof. But firstly, we're going to start with the tempura batter. It's a very simple recipe. We've got some plain flour here, 1 cup of plain flour, another cup of water. So you got ice cold water into the flour, 1 whole egg, and then we give it a good mix all together. The secret for having a really crispy batter is not only having the hot oil in the wok, but also having a very cold batter. Because when the batter hits the hot oil, that's when it really reacts against the hot and cold and becomes really crispy. So today we're going to use a beautiful prawn here to tempura. To get the perfectly straight prawn, we're going to score the underside of the prawn very lightly. And what we're doing is we're cutting through the muscle of the prawn, so when we fry it, it doesn't curl up. So now we have our ice cold tempura batter here in our hot wok of oil, about 180 degrees. The great thing about this wok is you can put a lot of oil in it because it's beautifully in deep. So when we flick the batter in here, it just fries perfectly. What we're doing here is creating little bubbles of batter. So now we just scoop up our little balls of tempura batter here. Like that, moving it around, not to get too much colour on them now. So now we have our prawn, which has been scored on the underside, so it stays nice and straight when we fry it. We're going to dust it in some plain flour. The reason why we do that is so when we put it in the tempura batter, the batter adheres to the prawn. Dip it into the prawn batter, let any excess batter fall off the prawn. Give it a little wipe on the side. Then we have our bowl of tempura balls that we fried earlier. And this just gives an extra layer and crispness to the prawn when we fry it. And then gently lower it into the hot oil away from you, so that way the oil doesn't splash up against you. Fry it for a few minutes using some chopsticks. Now you can do this with other things, other seafood. You've got a whole range of vegetables you can use: asparagus, sweet potato, pumpkin, even lotus root for something different. And there you go, nice, beautiful tempura prawn that's been cooked in this Anolon Endurance wok. Fantastic. So when making a tempura batter, make sure you use ice cold water. So when that cold batter hits that hot oil, it's super crispy. And don't overwork your batter because it'll become too doughy. And then make sure you use a wok with sure grip handles. That way you can handle that hot oil nice and safely and don't burn your hands. So there you have it. Look out for more Anolon Academy tutorials, each designed to lift your culinary skills to a whole new level. Until the next class, I'm Adam De Silva.